Minister of Water and Sanitation, Pemmy Majodina, will lead the commissioning of the upgraded Hazelmere Dam in KwaZulu-Natal's north coast tomorrow. The dam's commissioning follows a 7-meter wall raise project to increase storage capacity and water supply to areas like Verulam, Groutville, Blythedale and Ballito in the eThekwini Metro, iLembe and Kwa-Dukuza municipalities. For more on this, she joins us via our video link for more on this discussion. Minister, thank you so much for your time this evening here on SABC News. Now, we've been following problems around water, particularly in the eThekwini region in KwaZulu-Natal. And of course, there have been a number of issues that have been at play here when it comes to a proper supply of water to the residents of eThekwini and other areas. And one would say now that this dam has been upgraded, particularly in the beginning, there was an issue around risk. Would you say that this upgrade has made the whole system now even more safer and able to even cope with extreme weather?
Thank you very much to you, Mbali, and all the viewers. Let me welcome this opportunity. Our eThekwini population is growing day by day. eThekwini is an economic hub, and therefore they use water over than what is supposed to happen. They consume more water. The international norms says 173 liters per person per day. But eThekwini is consuming about 238 liters per person per day. Lot of water of eThekwini is a non-revenue water. There are leaks, there are illegal corrections. So our coming in here to raise the dam, Hazelmere, with 865 million, is trying to give more water to eThekwini. But we can give more water, as long as the water infrastructure is not fixed. We might be having some challenges that are similar before the handover of the dam. This dam is here to increase the capacity for eThekwini and surrounding municipalities. So I do hope that eThekwini now will know that they must invest in the water infrastructure so that they don't lose water, treated water, and that causes communities not to get water, because our mandate as the Department of Water and Sanitation is that of building the water resource, is that of ensuring that there are water treatment plants. But from the reservoir to the tap, where the citizens are supposed to get water, is not our responsibility. It is the responsibility of municipalities enshrined in Section 27 of the Constitution. Ours is to give support. We give support by giving them a grant, water services grant, bulk water supply grant. So we play our role, they must also play their role.
And Minister, an increase in capacity also comes with the need for even further infrastructure that needs to be upgraded. And of course, these facilities, the likes of water treatment plants, do we have more of these now so that, the eThekwini region is able to deal with its new water capacity?
The capacity at the moment will be unable to match what we are handing over tomorrow. This dam, Mbali, is the type of spillway selection and technology that has been put in this dam. This is the world highest piano keyway. There is no dam that has been built like this in the country. So it falls within those dams that are recognized by the world. And therefore it means municipality must call on public-private partnership to assist them, because municipalities are also serving people that are not paying their usage of water. They use water, they don't pay. Billing system. So if they can be able to collect the revenue, pay and use the grant that they're getting, put particular percentage on water infrastructure, so that out of the sales of water, they must also maintain their infrastructure. Then they will never have problems again. So the reason why we have to restrict water in eThekwini and in Gauteng, on municipalities of Gauteng, is because of the non-revenue of water. So a lot of water is lost down the streets. Therefore, infrastructure must be a priority when municipalities are also budgeting.
And Minister, I like the fact that you're touching on Gauteng, because I mean, this is not in isolation. The problems and the water challenges that the eThekwini region deals with, this is something that a number of provinces deal with, the likes of the Free State, the likes of Mpumalanga, as well as in Gauteng in particular. What would you say is at the core of the country's problems when it comes to this water problem?
Water is, we say water is life. We cannot replace water by any other means. And therefore, people must now put water on the top of the agenda. I was in Egypt a week ago, where the entire continent is making a call that let water not be a by the way. There can be no economic growth without water, no livelihoods without water. And therefore, all municipalities are making a call right now that they must disconnect illegal connections, they must close the leaks, they must enforce bylaws. You see every day in Bali water wash business right in town, not metered. They use water. You see water tankering. They go there, private tankers. They don't pay anything to municipality. They tap on water, and municipality is working at a loss. And therefore, all of us must ensure that we use water sparingly, but we invest in the infrastructure.
And Minister, how much will it cost the country to fix the water challenges that we are faced with?
So far, we have not quantified, but it needs billions. I have to be honest to you. Remember, the water infrastructure that we're using is the one that we inherited after 1994. And in most areas, it was not used, it was not meant for the huge population that we are. The population is growing and the infrastructure is decaying. It is the old asbestos that is difficult to sustain now. And therefore, we need an overhaul, if I may say, of the water infrastructure. But we must plan that accordingly so that we communities must not suffer when we do that. For instance, we've just closed the Lesotho water tunnel for 6 weeks. For 6 months. And that is deliberate, because we want to display and show municipalities that when you have a water infrastructure, you must service. Because if we did not close that water tunnel for 6 months, it means we're not going to have water from Lesotho. Gauteng, Northern Cape, Northwest, and Free State were going to be affected. So you must, at a particular point, plan properly that your annual maintenance, your 5-year maintenance must happen. That is what is not happening in our municipalities.
All right, Minister, thank you so much for your time this evening and for that elaboration when it comes to some of the water challenges being faced by the country. And of course, this is as she prepares to head on over to KwaZulu-Natal tomorrow to hand over that Hazelmere Dam, of course, with an increased capacity to supply areas in eThekwini and other parts of KwaZulu-Natal.